Every couple wants to stop rocking around the Christmas tree. Let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Take the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Take the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone's dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He's singing our song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and then pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no man, but you can do the job while you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kitties knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chillin', we'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Thank you. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Welcome to Mingle and Jingle, everybody. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hey, a shining star among the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Have yourself a merry Christmas now. Thanks so much for having me, Bike Newport. I'm so excited to stick around for this awesome celebration. Happy holidays, everybody.
Wow. I could just listen to Mel all night long. That was really amazing. Thank you so much for welcoming our guest with your beautiful music. Anyway, let's all put up our hands for Mel. Thank you very much, Mel. That was wonderful. So, welcome everyone to Bike Newport's annual Mingle and Jingle, the 2020 version. I'm Valerie Larkin, board chair, and I'm happy to be here with you for some fun festivity and celebration of our shared love for bicycling. I think the simple two-wheel technology of bicycles is a real solution. I suspect that you two understand the promise. I'm delighted that so many of you care as much as we do, and that we're all making our community safer, healthier, and more bike-friendly together. Before we get started, I'll just go over what you need to know about our virtual event. You, our guests, are all muted during the program, so we don't pick up on background noise. But your videos are on and the chat window is open. Feel free to use the chat anytime to messenger other participants or to reach Allison, the event administrator, if you need assistance. When we invite questions at the end, you'll raise your hand or alert us in chat, and we'll recognize you and invite you to unmute. As for your video, that's up to you. We love to see everyone enjoying the program, but you can always turn off your own video if you wish. We suggest you choose speaker view in the upper right corner of your screen. This will give you the best viewing experience. You can still scroll to see the other participants, but you won't have to search the speakers. Our Mingle and Jingle is our annual holiday fundraiser, and we need your support this year. We hope tonight you'll be inspired to make a donation at our website, bikenewportri.org/donate, or to make a pledge in the chat window. And this is really important. Every contribution tonight will be doubled by one of our awesome donors, so please be generous. Allison just put the link in the chat window. We'll announce progress during the night. Help us make it great news. Tonight, we'll hear from the Bike Newport team and also from several important community partners. Lynn Ceglie, the Vice Mayor of Newport, Colleen Jermain, the Superintendent of the Newport Schools, and Pauline Perkins Moye of the Newport Housing Authority are all here to share their Bike Newport stories. You'll be the first to see a beautiful video produced by our friend Francesco Dragon, who is joining us tonight from Rome. Ciao, Francesco. Hopefully you're enjoying a winter cyclist cocktail or biking for berries mocktail concocted by our friends at Yagi Noodles, or other refreshments in the comfort of your home, warm and cozy from the snow outside. I love the snow outside myself. Please kick back, have a great time, experience Bike Newport's joy and promise, and feel inspired to support our work with a donation. Now, Allison McCullough, our rock star director of community outreach and tonight's admin in the chat box, has the most important instructions for the evening. So please pay attention.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I'm here with my wife, Newport City Councilor Angela McCalla, and we have two questions for you all. First question is your cocktail or mocktail ready? We'll be toasting later. I put the link to Cody's Yagi recipes in the chat window for now or for later. So enjoy something toasty or something cold.
Okay. And the second one is, did you get your fun Infinity folder from Bike Newport in the mail? The more you do it, actually, the easier it gets. So grab yours and have at it on your video. It's great for Zooming. Please show us your Infinity dexterity. If you didn't get one, just message Allison and just message her your address in the chat window, and she'll put it in the mail for you tomorrow. So once again, the end of the year mailer was completely produced and funded by Bike Newport's friends at Standard Modern, and I guess you.
Yeah, we're super grateful. We love Standard Modern so much. Thank you. And so I just want to turn everything over to Barry. Barry is my friend. She's my colleague, and she's the founder and executive director of Bike Newport. So take away, Barry, while Angela continues to unfold this thing. It's a little therapeutic, so we might be doing it all show.
It goes on forever.
That's why they call it Infinity. Thank you. Yeah, Standard Modern has been the force behind our awesome mailer every year. I think we've built up quite a reputation for what's Bike Newport going to do this year. And the Infinity mailer, we think, is really taking it over the top. If you get one, let us know your address in the chat and we'll make sure that you get one. So thank you. Thank you, Allison and Angela and Valerie and Mel and everyone here tonight. I love that we're all here together. It really means the world to us. So here's a quick memory. I realized last night that almost 10 years ago to the day, in December 2010, I wandered into a meeting of the Rhode Island Bicycle Coalition in Providence. I'd been poking around Newport as a very new resident, wondering who else was thinking that the wild west woods of Newport would benefit from some bike friendliness. The Ride folks suggested to work in Newport in May. Interesting. Well, one thing led to another, and 5 months later, I was standing on the steps of City Hall with many new friends who also cared for streets and more bicycles in the city by the sea. We were amazingly well prepared for that event. We had produced a bike map of the city. We had installed awareness signs on the Ocean Loop, and we had a prototype Newport bike rack made from reclaimed egg chain. We had a poster series featuring notable Newporters on their bikes, including Gina Napolitano, Bill Haidt, Senator Whitehouse, Trudy Cox, Jimmy Winters, Charles Robbins, Leroy White, and many more. It was a wonderful launch of an initiative whose time had come. And I think many of you here tonight were there on that day. We've come a long way since then. We've grown to 4 full-time staff and a dozen part-time educators. We're transforming a vacant 1-acre lot into one of the most vibrant and active open city of Newport, thanks to the Newport Housing Authority. And we're involved in efforts all over the state, improving and connecting paths and bikeways into a bicycle network that will make Rhode Island a leader for biking in New England. Here in Newport, progress is picking up speed. We're completing bikeways as part of the Pell Bridge ramp alignment. Biking is prioritized for equity and connectivity in the North End urban plan. And we're on the brink of a comprehensive transportation plan for Newport. We're finally understanding the health, economic, environmental, and equity implications of shifting away from car-centric planning. Thank goodness. And then came 2020. Wow. By March, we knew that it was not business as usual. Our many hands-on programs were not COVID compatible, but biking exploding everywhere. Bikes were the go-to solution for physical activity, mental health, and transportation. Everyone was riding bikes. Everyone needed bikes. It was a worldwide phenomenon. Very quickly, there's a huge demand for bikes and no bikes to be had. We shifted gears. We knew what was needed and we delivered. In just the first 3 months, we fixed and restored bicycles to people who needed them. More than 300 times by the time we summer. Staff and volunteers did this, one person and one bike at a time. We matched people of all ages and abilities to bike through email, video, distance visit, more than 300 times. Local bike couldn't keep up for repairs. So we started to take bikes in to fix. Many of you know our usual model is to teach you how to fix your own bike, but up close and personal was off the table for now. Put up a slew of DIY videos on our website, and we arranged FaceTime with mechanics for troubleshooting. We launched our first summer bike during COVID. The kids needed to get out, and we were there, large, small groups, wholly COVID compliant. It was a blast, and we'll be back this summer. We published a statewide survey, biking during, to capture why and where more people were riding. We confirmed that people ride more when and where there are fewer or no cars. Now we're making the case to make that possible all the time and to trigger the economic benefits of that culture shift. And recently we launched a chapter of the national group, Girl New Bike. Wow, what a reception. The group is already more than 200 strong. We raised the full budget for our program in a few hours on Giving Tuesday. Allison is our program shiro, and she is knocking it out of the park. Thank you, Allison. We all worked hard this year at bike distribution, community education, and advocacy. We never stopped thinking and acting in response to the current situation, ensuring that we're responsive, accessible, innovative, and strategic with a long-term lens. That was 2020, and we're pumped for 2021. Seeing bike paths on the highway nearing completion is so motivating. Knowing that the state planning council just approved the statewide bike mobility plan after 3 years is such welcome news. In 2021, we are finally going to build the children's track trail, also known as the pump track, at the bike barn, and that gorgeous shelter for the bike barn that's designed by the architecture students at Roger Williams University, and a bigger and better summer bike camp, because we rocked it this summer and the kids are hungry for more. We're going to make it better for all of us. We want to inspire people all over Rhode Island and beyond to hold fast, be collaborative and persistent, and respond to the wishes of our people and cities to be healthy and resilient. We are so very grateful to everyone who supports our work. Please continue to do so however you can. And please be especially generous tonight, online or in the chat window, because every penny is getting doubled. This year was rough. If not for government, foundation relief programs for nonprofits, we might not be here tonight. But in fact, we're here and stronger than ever. Help us to continue with our partners to make our communities the best they can be. Year after year, we rely on your generosity to survive and to thrive. The more we raise, the more we accomplish together. Thank you all for your generosity. Here's to you. Here's to all of us. These recipes are really good, by the way. And now we have 3 wonderful partners here to celebrate how together we advance our shared goals and priorities. If you have questions along the way, please put them in the chat window at any time. We have a few minutes at the end to talk together. First, it's my pleasure to introduce Lynn Ceglie, the Vice Mayor of Newport. Lynn is a champion for safer streets in Newport. She is always accessible and responsive and concerned about all road users. Transportation is one of the most urgent topics in Newport City planning, and Lynn understands that biking and walking are drivers of our traffic solutions. She's also a champion of the Big Blue Bike Barn. Welcome, Lynn, and thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to this virtual Mingle and Jingle. It's such an honor to represent the city of Newport, and on behalf of the mayor and all of the members of the city council, including Angela McCalla, our first ward counselor, who I know is here somewhere, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a much happier and healthier New Year. Thank you, Barry, Valerie, Allison, and Claire for your leadership. Newport is the only municipality in Rhode Island with a staffed and funded organization that focuses on bike and pedestrian safety. Thank you for your work as an advisory organization working with the Rhode Island Department of Transportation, city staff, boards and commissions, schools, and our hospitality industry. We know that Newport is an international destination, and making our infrastructure safer for residents and visitors must be a priority. In addition, biking brings tourism, which translates to real dollars, and that benefits our businesses and our residents. Connectivity and equity are priorities of the city, and we rely on the knowledge brought by representatives of Bike Newport in our plans for the North End. We are so fortunate that once the bridge realignment takes place, we will have the ability to connect all of our city's neighborhoods. One day, Barry took me over to the Big Blue Barn to see where residents have access to bikes and bike safety education. Little did I know that our conversation would turn into a passion and commitment of mine to advocate transforming a vacant lot adjacent to the barn and just steps away from the beautiful trails of Moye Park into an enclosed track for kids to have a fun, safe place to ride. We need safe places for kids to have fun, and I can't think of a better project to fill that need. So thank you, Barry, for opening my eyes to this venture, and I look forward to the project becoming a reality. So Bike Newport, thank you for all you do. We look forward to more collaborations in the years to come. Have a wonderful evening, and here's to a healthy and happy 2021. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Lynn. I think it's going to get a little emotional tonight. That meant a great deal to have the Vice Mayor of Newport here, Lynn. We're very excited to realize the transformation and welcoming and supporting.
And I'm very excited about that vacant lot.
Yeah, I know you are. Thank you. It means a great deal. Excited to work with you.
Thank you.
Can we confirm that Colleen is here? She came to see us from, yes, Colleen is here. Great. So I'm very happy to introduce Colleen Jermain, who made her time leaving interviews, in between interviews, to come and join us. That's how much she loves us. We love you, Colleen. Colleen is our superintendent of schools. Colleen is cognizant of the physical and mental health benefits of biking for our kids, including correlation to better school performance. There has never been a collaboration opportunity that Colleen has not fully supported. We are so very grateful and inspired by the programs you run in partnership with Colleen, her team, and the students of Newport. Colleen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Barry. I'm so excited to be at the Mingle and Jingle. Yay! There you go. So I just wanted to say happy holidays. It's so good to see everyone. Lynn, it's so great to see you in that vice chair, vice mayor. And thank you for everyone for being here. Bike Newport and Barry, gosh, how could you not want to be a part of that? Give me a break. You know, the bicycling, not only for kids and the importance of safety with the bicycles, but just giving the children in Newport a bicycle has opened up their world to enable them to go all over the city. That was one of the best things when you started the partnership with the kids and teaching them how to fix those bicycles, learn about biking, and then all of a sudden, the energy, the good habits, the lifelong, you know, loving that bicycle, not only for children, but for their parents as well. It becomes a family event. It becomes something that they'll always have for them and with them. So Bike Newport is just as Lynn was saying, we are so fortunate to have such a great community, and Newport and Allison and Sue and all of the staff over there at Bike Newport. You just have to pick up the phone and they're there for you. So Claire and her Aussie accent gets us all going. But I have to say, Barry put together a team that's unbelievable. And because of all their efforts, we have had the WAVE campaign where we know to stop, look, wave. We know all of the things we're supposed to do as far as bike safety for our children. I've never seen, growing up in Newport, I've never seen so many people being so proactive, wearing those helmets, being safe, and having a good time riding those bicycles. So tonight's the night. We got to support Bike Newport because we need it here for a long, long time. So I want to thank you for inviting me. Yes, I'm sorry I have to pop in and pop out, but I'll stay around for a little while, and I'm glad you included me in the Jingle Mingle. So everyone, here's everything to Bike Newport. Cheers, have fun, and enjoy the party.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Colleen. We've worked in tandem with you and the Newport Public Schools since we got started. Kids love Bike Newport. We love kids. Together, we're all experiencing happy, healthy fun, and a kind of confidence and pride that really changes lives. Thanks for describing that, Colleen. We love you. Third guest is Pauline Perkins Moye. Miss Pauline is known in Newport and all over Rhode Island for the care she shows to absolutely everyone, from young people to seniors. As Director of Social Services for Newport Housing Authority, Miss Pauline was one of the community leaders who traveled with us to Riverside Park in Providence to experience the red shed and gardens on the Woonasquatucket River watershed, and to think with us, what might the Newport version of this community space be? Here we are 3 years later with the Big Blue Bike Barn, thanks to the generosity of the Newport Housing Authority. A full acre of land transformed from a vacant lot into an acre of educational and play space. We are so grateful to our partners at the Housing Authority and so grateful to Miss Pauline. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enthused. I mean, because the enthusiasm coming from everybody who spoke so far has just been so great. And Bike Newport's been around for a long time, and they were running a library for a good number of years, right across the street from United Baptist Church over on Spring Street. It's been always a great program. And when I was a kid, I wish we had a Bike Newport. But anyway, we had bikes, but we didn't have all the safety features that the kids have the opportunity they have today. But myself and Rhonda Mitchell, the executive of the Housing Authority, went along with Bike Newport to that Riverside Park, which was very impressive and inspiring. We went with a few other folks. We had a busload of people. We actually left the city. Who knew? So Newport Housing had some property, and we wanted to partner with Bike Newport. There was no doubt about when the request came through. There was some property on a former street called Fahey Avenue, and it was one of the former streets located in the former Autonomy Hill housing development. Housing was very glad to partner with Bike Newport to provide another program for the many children to have the opportunity to ride bike and safely ride bikes. And as I say, as a kid, I wish we could have had this kind of a program, and with the enthusiasm, with the leadership, and with the mentors and the elders who are running this program. How can you not be enthused? How can you not get kids involved? I was really awe when I saw them during this pandemic. They still ran a bike camp, and they were just persistent. That's what they wanted to do, and they were able to do it. So they meet the challenges head on. They have the kids involved with the bikes, and the kids love it. Not only for kids that live in that development, there were many children that live throughout the city, but most of the children that we service at that end of the city live within Park Home, Newport Heights, Bayside Village, et cetera, et cetera. So the kids get involved, and that helps to build character. And they learn responsibility, and they learn how to be respectful, and they learn how to be safe. And that just warms your heart when you see them riding down Hillside Avenue, grinning, laughing, smiling. it puts a smile, it puts a smile on, I can't but laugh and smile while I'm saying this, puts a smile on your own face because you see these kids are very happy and doing what they're doing. So I just say, Bike Newport, keep up the good work. You're going to be around for a long time coming. And Newport Housing Authority is here to congratulate you on what you've done thus far, and we hope that you will be able to continue. So with the donations that are coming in, will keep us going, will keep you guys going. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pauline. We're so grateful to partner with you, and we're so grateful to have you here tonight. And I know that feeling on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, here's my toast. It's it's kind of like camouflage, and it's Dr. Pepper.
Well, here's to you, Miss Pauline.
Well, thank you, and back to you and everybody else.
And to all the kids
work,
swarming on the north end on their bikes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can't say no to Barry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's not the first time I heard that. Thank you, Miss Pauline.
Well,
and
when you
Colleen.
do it for a while.
Always with a smile. Thank you, Miss Pauline and Colleen and Lynn. In 2021, we're going to continue to make progress together and see more people experience the confidence and comfort to get on bikes and enjoy how good it feels, which is a great segue to our video. We've been holding on to this for you to see it first, and then we'll spread it far and wide starting tomorrow to help others know a little bit more about what makes us all tick. So here's our new video, Bike Happiness by Francesco Dragoni. Give me a second to share my screen. Hi, I'm Barry Freeman. I'm the Executive Director of Bike Newport. I love talking to people about Bike Newport because I never know which part of what we do they're going to relate to.
Bike Newport is so much more than just being about bikes. It is a really important community builder in educating kids, in creating a framework that's aware of the impact on bikes on climate change.
Tantas cosas que puede ser cambiado con solo hacer un cambio en su vida de, en vez de usar carro, es usar un bici. No solo vas a ver un cambio en la naturaleza, pero en ti mismo también.
We teach the kids bike safety, we bike around the neighborhood with them, we go up on the trails into Montgomery Park.
It really was an eye-opener of how much I needed to know about a bike. I literally took an entire bike apart and rebuilt it myself. And so I learned every piece of the bicycle that I needed to know about. And honestly, I've been passing the knowledge that I have on to random people who come by Bike Newport.
Todos nos ayudamos. Hablando cualquier lenguaje, español, inglés, francés, portugués.
Once you learn the rules and you get that confidence, it's limitless. Like, you just need to get out there and try it, and trust me, your fear falls away once you feel the joys of being on your bike. Biking is for everyone, and that's what Bike Newport's all about.
I love this organization, and I love the diversity. I love meeting people of all kinds, and there's no politics involved, there's no hidden agendas, and it's just very refreshing.
Yo me identifico debajo de la comunidad LGBT, y la organización está reflejando de que ellos le dan la bienvenida a cualquier persona, independientemente de su raza, color, gusto, lo que sea. Crece esa sensación de comunidad, de que no voy a ser juzgado, de que no me van a tratar mal, de que no me van a discriminar.
The traffic situation here is a big thing for me. I'm convinced the city is gonna be doing their part to make it safer. I'm convinced by what the commitment is that Bike Newport is doing as far as making roads safer and giving safe education to whoever gets on a bike.
Bike Newport is a huge part of the conversation around the Transportation Master Plan. We would not be as far as we are in creating the bike infrastructure without Bike Newport driving it forward.
For so many reasons, we want people to relate to supporting, embracing bicycling as a primary mode of transportation. And when we distribute that road share smartly, it becomes an even more beautiful place to live.
When a kid comes in and all of their friends have bikes and they're like, I really need a bike, and they get that bike and their smile is huge. And it's just like a really nice feeling to know that you helped make someone's day better.
Overall, I think biking just promotes happiness.
Thank you for being interested in Bike Newport, for supporting Bike Newport, and for being part of the Bike Newport family.
Wow, you guys, what a sweet video that was. Francesco Dragone, who's the producer of that piece, is home in Italy right now after shooting with us. So he's hopefully sound asleep in Rome. But let's all say thank you to Francesco for the great work he did. I'm Sarah Whitehouse. I'm a long-term board member and now an advisor and chair of the Development Committee. And I'm so inspired by the work of Bike Newport. I hope you all are too tonight by all that you've seen and heard. Are you feeling the bike happiness and bike love? Please share in the chat window and please donate to bikenewport.org/donate. Remember that everything tonight is doubled. So far, 6 people have given and we've raised $300. So please, everybody, we have a few more minutes of question and answer, and we hope that you will be inspired to visit our website and give. We want to thank everyone for being here, first of all, and for all the amazing supporters that we have throughout this community. We have so many people to thank for their support, and everyone is listed on our website. So please visit and enjoy the wonderful website that Bike Newport has. It's a lot of fun to see all the activities there and the names of members of the community that you love. So this is the moment to raise a glass to Bike Newport, to the work that goes on in this community. Whatever you have, a cocktail, a mocktail, something creamy, something not so creamy, something to put you to sleep after this wonderful evening. Raise it now and let's give a toast to Bike Newport, to all our partners, to all of you, and to a safe and a happy and healthy 2021. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's just great to be here and great to see you all. We have time actually now, it's just a little bit after 8 o'clock. And we have some time for a few questions before we sign off. So I'd like to bring it back to Allison to tell us how it works. So thank you, Allison, and thank you all for being here. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much, Sarah. Well, first of all, thank you so much, everyone, for just taking the time out tonight to hang out with us. We are just so grateful of how super awesome you guys are. We love you all, and we love the support that you guys send us to keep our wheels spinning through 2020. So right now we're going to open up for a few questions. We've collected your questions in the chat window. So if you wish to ask a question, please indicate in the chat window or raise your hand. I'll search for you, and I will invite you to unmute yourself. When we call on you, you'll see that invite. So I am going to ask Susan to please bring back Lynn, Miss Pauline, and Barry, and also Claire, the incredible director of Bike Newport's educational programs, my colleague, my friend, and someone that I really, really love working with each and every day. So I will send that, the first questions out, and we actually have a question from Betty Beret. So if we can find Betty. Betty, we're going to send you a request to unmute yourself and you can ask it. You're on.
Can we all spotlight
I was just wondering about the bike camp. I mean, one, it was the first year of bike camp and it was launched during the summer of COVID. What was that experience like? Was it successful? Did everybody have a lot of fun? Give us a little rundown of bike camp.
All right, thank you for your question, Betty. Yeah, the bike camp was amazing. It was our very first ever bike camp. We were spending a lot of time in spring planning for it. And despite COVID, we made it happen. You know, we had all the governor's guidelines, we followed them to a T, and we still managed to have 3 weeks of bike camp. The first 2 weeks were co-ed. The third week was a girls' camp named after Gretchen Bloom, a big longtime supporter of Bike Newport. So we had Gretchen's girls' bike camp. The kids loved it. It was all neighborhood kids, and we had a blast. So we cannot wait for next year, hopefully without COVID, and make it even bigger and better. Maybe have more weeks, maybe have hopefully have more kids and more weeks. Just make it even bigger and better than it was. But yes, it was a success. It was massive amounts of fun, and I can't wait for next summer.
Bravo.
Thank you, Claire. Actually, I'm going to bring Sarah Whitehouse back in because Sarah actually wants to share a number with us. Sarah?
Hey, you guys, you know, one thing I did when they should never have given me arithmetic to do for this event. And what I didn't include is the numbers of donations that we got with you all's registrations. So tonight, as of this moment, we have raised $2,525. Yeah,
wow.
The total is 28 donations. So thank you guys so much. Just want to be sure that you guys knew how generous and wonderful you are. So keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome. Nice. Next, we have a question from Rex LeBeau. Rex, I am going to ask you to unmute yourself and shoot.
Oh, okay, cool. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
This is awesome. So my question is, what's up with this Black Girls Do Bike group? Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, great question, Rex. And I guess that question's for me. So Black Girls Do Bike is a national organization that started back in 2013 by a woman named Monica Garrison. I first heard of Black Girls Do Bike when I went to the Bike Summit in 2019 in DC. And it is a chapter, Bike Newport and I launched the first chapter this September. And it's an organization for women of color to get together and share skills, go on group rides, just kind of promote health and wellness. You know, I know when I go biking, I don't see a lot of women who look like me. So that's what I really hope to do, is to really encourage women of color to get on a bike, learn more about bike safety, bike education, and come for a ride with me. So if you want to learn more about Black Girls Do Bike, feel free to email blackgirlsdobike Newport, Rhode Island @gmail.com, or you can also reach me at Bike Newport. You can send me your information in the chat window, and I'd love to speak to you more about it. And please encourage your friends, family, colleagues to get more involved in Black Girls Do Bike and everything that Bike Newport's doing. So I hope.
And Allison, there's a Facebook group also, isn't there?
Yes, sorry, there is a, thank you so much, Barry. There is a Facebook group, Black Girls Do Bike Newport. If you go to Black Girls Do Bike Newport on Facebook, I will see you there. Nice. All right, let me see if we have any other questions. I think we had a question from Jean. I am going to ask Jean if they're on here to. All right, well, I can't find Jean right now. I'm sorry about that. But my next question, Monique. Monique has a question. So Monique, we're gonna ask you to unmute yourself and feel free to ask your question.
Whoop, you're muted. You're muted. Monique, you have to unmute.
There you go.
And by
Am I good
Monique is
now?
our newest, can we
You're
just
good.
introduce Monique? Monique is our newest board member. Welcome,
Hi,
Monique.
everybody. Hi. Happy Merry Mingle Jingle. I'm super excited to be here. It's my first one. I have a question for Lynn. Is Lynn still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Lynn. Hi.
How are you?
Congratulations. I'm well, thank you. And congratulations on everything that you are starting to do in your new role. I have a question about what was the most challenging thing that you had to take on with everything being so different now? What was the most impressive part of what you had to kind of start to do right away, hitting the ground? Was there anything really pertinent that you had to,
You mean
to
from
start working on?
You mean from the city standpoint? What was
Yeah,
the whole thing?
the most dire, the most, you know, the most important as far as.
Well, certainly it was the health and welfare of our community through this COVID crisis. I mean, that was the number one thing. And I think that, you know, Bike Newport has contributed to that because there's also mental health aspects of health and safety, and people being able to get out and ride safely. And, you know, we didn't have as much traffic maybe this summer, so we gave more people some, you know, more impetus to go out and ride. But certainly the COVID pandemic has changed the way we've had to do business in the city with like doing Zoom calls like this, and to make sure that we're all safe and healthy. And I see Bike Newport as a part of that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question, Monique.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing you in the Black Girls Do Bike group with me.
Yes, you will.
All right, we have another question. I'm going to ask this question. So this question will be for Barry. What is the most important bike-related goal for Bike Newport?
Oh, God. I mean, that's such a good question because, you know, we really are forced to prioritize because there's just so much that we want to accomplish. I would say that the most important goal for Bike Newport, and pretty much like advocacy, is to elevate the urgency to separate bikes and cars. Because 60% of people want to ride bikes and they don't because they're afraid of riding with cars. And in this country and in our state and our city, the only way to ride a bike is with cars. We need to start looking, as we are in Connell Highway, and when we look at our roads, how do we prioritize people biking and ensure they can do that comfortably and safely and feel confident and not afraid. A really good example in Narragansett, we have that fabulous East Bay bike path, the South County bike goes all the way from UI to the train station in Narragansett, and it stops a half mile from the beach. Now, all of those families are riding the bike path all the way into Narragansett, stop in a parking lot in downtown Narragansett and say, oh, well, we'll turn around. Instead of having a connection that last quarter mile that would take them right to the sand. We need to think about getting people maintaining those levels of comfort all the way. So people who want to ride and don't want to ride with cars, I'm okay, I'm confident. I kind of like have some kind of craziness about riding with cars. I feel like I'm communicating with them. I'm not everyone wants to ride. Everyone should be able to ride. Newport is made to be explored and appreciated and enjoyed biking and walking. It's 7 square miles. We don't need cars. We need to make it possible to do the things separated from cars. And that's what we're working on together, is to elevate the importance of separation. And I would say that's probably the number one thing. Paint is not enough. Painted bike lanes are not enough. They're good, but it's not enough.
Yes. Another question we have, and I'll open this up to Lynn, Barry, Claire, whoever would like to answer this. When will we be able to ride our bikes over the bridge to Jamestown?
Okay, can I take this one on first?
Yes.
We're working on it. I was one of 6 people sitting at a table with international designers at the Turnpike and Bridge Authority, thinking about what we could people across the bridge. I sat on a curbside and talked to Buddy Croft on a phone one day because I wanted to just ride across, get arrested, have the crazy bike lady from Newport on the front page of the paper saying, can we just ride across this bridge, please? It can be done. We have fast coming from congressional delegation, from the US DOT, from the Rhode Island team, fitting our, like post-fitting our bridges with ways of getting across that also give access to the maintenance of the bridges. So with special materials that are lightweight, easy to maintain, and give us access for people biking and walking. Also for the maintenance that made it so hard for us to maintain our bridges and had our state's bridges fall in disrepair. The same methods for us to keep our bridges maintained can also give us access for bikes and walking. And all of our brilliant, innovative, forward-thinking minds in this wonderful state of Rhode Island are thinking that way and are thinking about it in terms of the Pell Bridge, the Verrazano Bridge from Jamestown to North Kingstown, and the Mount Hope Bridge. So I believe that it's something that is a very live conversation and that we'll be able to see soon.
Nice. And we'll take one last question. The next question is from Rachel. Rachel, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself and feel free to ask your question.
Okay, I'm getting a little information here that I wasn't aware of, but I only had the pleasure of doing the Four Bridges bike ride once before Save the Bay stopped it. And it was one of the most amazing experiences. And I would love to see that come back and be a fundraiser for Bike Newport, but I think maybe someone else has that. And so I'm learning about this now and would love, is that something we can still do, I guess, is the bottom line.
Maybe I can explain that. So the Four Bridges Ride chooses an organization to be the recipient of the fundraising. Save the Bay was most recently that recipient. So it's actually the Four Bridges Ride. It's a separate entity. It didn't happen this because of a combination of factors that COVID, inspired. I think that there's every intention of having it come back. I hope so. The Bridge and Turnpike Authority, Turnpike and Bridge Authority, DOT, all have to together to figure out how to keep it happening. It's a wonderful event, and I do hope it'll come back. And whoever benefits, we all benefit from it. So I hope that'll happen again. If you aren't familiar with the Four Bridges Ride, it's a relatively short ride. It's about 24 miles, and it's in South Kingston and ends across all three, at Roger Williams. It crosses all three bridges and the four bridges rather. It crosses Verrazano, Pell, the Saconnet, over the Saconnet and over the Mount Hope Bridge. And it's an awful lot of fun.
Nice. Well, thank you everybody for your questions tonight. If you didn't get to ask a question, feel free to send me an email and I will be sure to get your question answered. Allison, ALLYSON @bikenewportri.org, or you can go to send an email to info@bikenewportri.org, or you can always log on to our website, bikenewportri.org. And you can also stop by our office just to say hi if you would like. So with that being said, I am going to pass it to Sarah. Hopefully we have a new total that Sarah can update us with, and toast.
Yes, thank you guys. Let me check one more last time. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I've been so busy. I've been privately messaging some of you guys. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 new donations, and it looks like it is about oh my gosh, we've got a $500 donation. That's up to about 800 now.
Fantastic.
900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,150. And you guys can see my good math skills now. 12. And finally, $1,300. So that adds up to total 25, $3,625.
Thank you, everyone. And if
Yeah.
you double that, that's $7,200. We
That's
love
doubled.
all you.
That's great.
Claire, before you go, Claire,
Sure.
cute little grand finale. Please don't be strangers. Continue to be in touch with us. My email is Barry, B-A-R-I, at newportri.org. Hearing from you. You're going to be hearing a lot from us over the next 2 weeks because this campaign will take us right up to the 1st of December. We have a goal of $25,000. So please don't delete us because you get too many emails. Pass them on to friends and have a wonderful holiday. I look forward to accomplishing 2021. So here's to Bike Newport, here's to bikes, to bridges, here's to bikes across bridges, here's to biking and walking, here's to getting out of cars, and here's to less car-centric planning. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful
It's a
night.
great program. Amen.
Let's see what you got, Claire.
Cheers.
No pressure, Claire.
Cheers, everybody, while we're in the pause.
Did I know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we
In the pause.
Another message in the pause. Thanks to all members and our staff and our educators and our volunteers and all of our donors. There are so many of you and we love you all.
Good night. God bless.
Thank you, Miss
Hey, you
Pauline.
guys, it's worth it
Yep.
to wait.
Thank you. Thank you
this.
very
Thank you, Colleen and Lynn, for being here with us. And here we go. Wait, what happened to
Hi,
the,
I'm Barry Freeman. I'm the executive director of Bike.
wait. What happened with the other thing?
I love talking to people about Bike Newport
Oh,
because I
wait,
never
the
know
champagne pop
There.
they're going to
there.
relate to.
Well, that's all right. Well, cheers to everyone anyway. This is great.
It's a really important community builder in educating kids.
Are we watching the movie again?
Well, if our only technical fail is at 8:25, I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, that was great.
Cheers, everybody. Happy holidays.
Yeah, exactly. To all of you, here. Thank you.
Yeah. God bless you.
Happy
everyone.
2021. So glad to see your lovely faces.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you for
Happy
joining.
holidays.
Yes.
Bye.
For your support.
Thank
long.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Sleep tight in this cozy night.
Yes.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everyone. Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Hi, thank
Merry
you, everybody.
Christmas.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bye,
Create a
Chris.
framework that's aware of the impact on bikes.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody.
Solo hacer un cambio en su vida de
Thank you,
en vez
Miss
de usar
Pauline.
carro.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank
No
you.
solo va a ser
Thanks,
un
Miss
cambio
Colleen. Happy
You're
holidays.
welcome.
en ti mismo.
Yep.
Bien.
Thank you.
2021.
We teach the kids bike
Be
safety. We
blessed.
bike around the neighborhood with them. We go.
Thank you, guys. It was fantastic.
It really was.
Oh,
I
thank you for being
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
about a bike.
Thank
I
you for
literally
being
took
here.
the entire bike apart and rebuilt it myself. And
Hi,
so
Phyllis. Thanks for being here.
that I
Hi,
needed to know
Phyllis.
about.
Thanks
Hello.
Hi, Marissa. Hi, Sandy and
for look at
Patty.
that.
Good night.
Thanks for being here. Hey,
I
Chris.
got your
hope
head
you're feeling
on.
better. What, Marissa?
Guys.
What's your friend's name or your niece's name? Oh, we have to unmute you.
Ruby.
There you are. What is that? Ruby? Hi, Ruby.
Oh, what a sweet.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
We love you. Come to the bike. Come to Bike Newport soon with Marissa. Okay.
Hi, Ruby.
She's just going to bed.
Sleep tight, sweetie.
Say good night.
Good night.
Oh, don't go to bed. Don't go to bed. Wait.
Clay, I mean.
Well, now you guys, it's time to start the party. We get to
Right.
stay on.
Okay. Good
First, we
night.
have to find out how Chris's back is. Is the tequila helping? Is the champagne helping?
Alcohol and Aleve is the right prescription.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Moye, see you still on here.
I'm all for the winter. The winter.
All right. Good night.
Good night, Miss Pauline.
Good night, Miss Pauline.
Good night.
Good night, Miss
God bless.
Pauline.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
So
I
eggnog
probably-
and almond milk rum.
I
I
know.
think the almond milk rum is the key, not
Hey,
the
Mom.
regular. I mean, the almond milk eggnog.
Eggnog.
Never mind the regular eggnog, almond milk eggnog. It's
I
so
was
much
thinking-
lighter and so it's
Right? And less fattening.
almond milk eggnog, rum,
Cinnamon.
five
Hi,
spice and star anise. I'm in.
Five spice what, Barry? What'd you say?
Five spice powder and some star anise, the little star anise.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you doing it too, Sandy?
Well, I'm doing an almond milk espresso martini.
Oh, wow.
And some coffee.
I have never liked eggnog, but this is working.
Yeah.
The recipe is in the invitation.
Yeah.
So if you're interested, you can find it and call for this.
Oh, Phyllis, it's in the chat window.
Yeah, oh, it's in the chat window too. Yeah.
I have a quick question.
Sure, Sandy.
Are we allowed to continue expressing that people can still donate to
Oh,
the
no, we don't want any more donations, Sandy.
No. No.
We have too much.
Sandy, this game is on through December 31st.
Through December, no?
And then we're on a $25,000
right
campaign through the end of the year, but we're always. There's never a day or a minute or a moment that we're not coming support.
Right. Well,
Never
for people who couldn't make it tonight, they can continue.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. BikeNewportRI.org/donate.
Barry, you gotta tell Alex.
What is that?
You should send a text to Alex.
I think I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I think
did?
I
Oh.
did. Yeah, I think I invited him to come.
Hi, Patty.
He's a busy man.
Hi, Claire. Merry Christmas to you and Holly.
Thank you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, we're still recording. I'm going to stop recording.
I should have wore Christmas